My name is Skyler. I'm the librarian over the Genealogy Center here at the Orange Mound Library. I helped organize this thing. Just want to start with a couple thank yous and a little explanation of why we're here today. First of all, I want to say thank you to Donal Harris from the U of M for providing for our speakers. And I want to say thank you to Tamika and Barbara and the Orange Mound crew for helping me pull this event off. I want to say thank you to Steve Roberts, Larry Clark, and George Spake for providing the awesome photos you saw earlier. I want to say thank you to JB for bringing the community together here today so we could all be here, and for moderating. And most of all, I want to say thank you to all the innovators, groundbreakers, and creators who are in the room today. You're the reason we're here. Thank you so much for doing what you do. Thank you. So when I started this project, we were kicking around phrases like historical preservation and archiving the past. But the more I got into it, the more I realized that's not what we're here to do at all. The purpose of the tape digitization we're doing and the speakers we have here today and the oral history interviews we'll be conducting is to pull the music off the record and bring it into the here and now. We want the library to be a place where we can dust off the notion of the music as history and reveal it as the story that it is, a story that is still being written and will never stop being written. And today, we hope to continue writing the story of hip-hop and the story of Memphis, stories that will never stop. And I found myself asking myself, what are libraries for if not to tell our city stories? So with that, I would like to say, Memphis Hip Hop, the library welcomes you. So please give it up for JB. He's going to get us started here. Thank you so much for being here.
How's everybody doing? Everybody all right? Thanks so much, Skyler, for really dreaming this up and for putting this together. I'm going to go ahead and ask this now. I probably should have asked you this when you first called me about this. We can't cuss up here a little bit, right? All right. Because when you did call me, I said, oh, shit, this is going to be tough to put some of these folk in the same room and get this thing all together. And I'm really enthusiastic and beyond grateful that today is actually here, that Skyler, as a visionary for this event, entrusted me not only to moderate, but intercede, intervene, touch and agree, and I'm excited for a lot of these stories to come out. I first want to acknowledge this incredible space because we're all here in this building, a historic building that means a lot to so many people. Hound said he got to go to an actual class reunion later on. This feels like a real reunion. I mean, the way it's set up. Miss Jackie, she's been telling people for the last couple of hours, don't walk on my red carpet. We got this red carpet out here for some important folk to come through. So if you haven't gotten a picture on the step and repeat, we hope that we can get you a picture now. If you see somebody in the room that you don't know, please feel free to reach out to them, ask them what's their connection to this music, to this history. I don't want to talk too long, but I did want to speak to the fact that this is a sacred space. For me, particularly, connecting with Orange Mound is a part of my roots. My grandfather's church, Beulah Baptist, right around the corner. Both my parents grew up on Douglas Street. All my grandparents, all my uncles and aunties on both sides of the family are Melrose High School graduates. And I'm very, very excited that we have an engaged center, not just for people to come and read, which a library, that's the bread and butter of a library, but to feel safe with information, to be safe with community. There's a genealogy wing over here. So go ahead and clap it up for this renovated effort. for a community that's strong, that is always going to embrace its own, for a community that knows its history, knows its roots, is engaged and excited for the future. Orange Mound is not a community of the past only. It's a community of right now and a community of the future. And this is a center that will push that work forward. So we appreciate you being here to honor and celebrate that. And hip-hop history, as it regards to this community, there are a few names that come up that are really important. And I first want to recognize my good brother, DJ Zirk, if you'll come up here and help me open this thing up.
How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing? I guess I'll sit down like him. I'm an old man.
DJ Zirk, tell me what this day and this moment means to you before we jump into some of your story and some of your connections to this history.
Well, it feels real good because I look at a lot of godfathers that I was totally up under. Me and Disco Hound, we go way back. Club No Name. I used to watch him do his thing at Club No Name. And for some reason, we always had an eye, like he used to be like, I don't know if he knew what I was even doing at the time or anything, but we had like a friendship, some kind of bond even back then. You know, watching him DJ, I respected him and his art, his craft, and what he was doing. Like looking at Steve A. Oh man, the man, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even have music out even back then. And matter of fact, I was working with Al Capone. I was Al Capone hype man back then, you know what I'm saying? And we didn't even have a tape out. And Steve A, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot of money back then, you know what I'm saying, doing shows. And not what they making now, you know. He used to pay us out of his pocket and everything, you know, tour through Tunica, some everywhere. And I appreciate you, Steve A. I appreciate Disco Hound. What's up, little hand, the stunt man?
Well, I saw you getting it in up there at the Liberty Bowl last week, boy. We getting it in, man. Yes, sir.
Going viral.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm Lil Hand the Stunt Man, the original Dundada. I'm the one that invented the gangster walk, and it became to juking, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's me. MC Hammer can tell you that. I'm the one that taught MC Hammer how to do the gangster walk. He thought we was crazy just going around in a circle like Indians. Hey.
Okay, little hand.
We're going to get to it. That's why they call it the master of ceremonies. I'm doing my thing right now. But no, we're going to get to it. I'm just messing with you. Good to see you, bro. Thanks for coming out.
But I want to say something. I appreciate the Godfathers to me. You know what I'm saying? Because they helped this game be what it is today. And I just wish that a lot of young artists gave these guys respect, because just watching them and being around them, it taught me a whole lot. It really did.
All right, well, tell me about what Orange Mound means to you. We have you up here on this spotlight because this is your neighborhood, this is your community. Before hip-hop and outside of hip-hop, deeper than rap, what does this community mean for you?
Man, it means great that it's a black community. And, you know, one is national, really known for having history of black people owning their own neighborhood. But, you know, just walking through Orange Mound and even with the rap days of me battling 8-Ball, MJG, just walking down the street and we'll stop and battle rap, you know. And I try to explain, I don't mean to jump off subject, but I try to explain to a lot of people that Memphis was real hip-hop. We was rapping like New York even back in the day. You know, like I say, 8-Ball, MJG. Matter of fact, I battled MJG and DJ Squeaky before me and Squeaky even got tight. We was just walking down the street, and it was a guy named Marcus B. Lopez, R.I.P., and, man, we just started rapping and battling right there on the street.
So I kind of want to hear about family, about church, about community. Before we get into the hip-hop, that's why we're kicking it off like this. We got to start right and exact. School, all of that. I mean, tell me about this neighborhood and your upbringing, and let's bring it forward to right now, then we kick it off.
Well, this neighborhood will make you tough. I ain't gonna lie. You had to beat a couple of them down before you got your respect. But this neighborhood is pretty tough. I didn't go to Melrose. I went to Sherwood, shop in Sherwood. I couldn't go to Melrose because I got kicked out of going Melrose. Without me even going to Melrose, I got kicked out. But Cherokee Bowling Lane. It was a club we used to battle rap right here on Park. I think it was called. It was what? Yeah, right there with Metro, it was a record store, Metro Records. Don't y'all remember where Metro Records used to be at? It was a club right there. And a lot of people don't even remember Metro Records. That was a place I used to go and go dig through their stuff. And, I paid my money, do what I had to do to make sample beats, take a record. Even Reginald Boyle and OTS, he used to see me. I used to take a record and grab every little piece of snare, bass. It wasn't no download, nothing. You had to really put in work back then. And that's what a lot of these young people don't understand, how much work, how much time, how much effort that we put in. We didn't have computers. Everything was analog. So we had to take it, compress it, make it snap, every piece.
Now, tell me about your relationship with DJ Squeaky and how y'all evolved the entire, family, 4/7. There's a lot of activity within y'all's camp. Tell me about that connection and how y'all grew that.
Okay, once I got with Squeaky, well, me and Squeaky was already getting tight because I guess, we seen something into each other. A-Ball, MJG, DJ Squeaky was A-Ball and MJG DJ. They fired DJ Squeaky. A lot of people don't know that. So I picked up Squeaky and told him come on because I was out there at Hillcrest, Jus Borne. I think he was Whitehaven. He used to talk a lot of little stuff back then. Oh, man, there's a lot of history, man. Yeah, he used to talk a lot of little stuff back then.
We all on one accord today. Now, we're not going to jump into no rivalries today. We in peace today. Today is a day of peace.
Oh, man, but I love him, though, man. I learned a lot from him, too, Well, me and Squeaky started connecting, but I think at the time I was at OTS doing records with A-Ball, Tila, and all them, and Reggie. Whatever happened to OTS, it started closing down. But me and Squeaky, we already started doing like mixtapes, and I was helping putting the mixtape together. Cause at the time he really didn't have a name, so I was just trying to push him ahead to get him a name out there, So along, my guy, he know Livewire, DJ Fila. We was helping people out along the way. Cause see, they would do what me and Squeaky couldn't do, the DJ job. We'll get DJ Livewire and DJ Fila to do, like the clubs or whatever people wanted them to do, DJing wise. So, me and Squeaky was helping a lot of people coming up.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, I want to, you're known for a lot of songs, but there's two of them, anytime we talk, we got to talk about. So you can pick which one we go first. We're going to lock them in the trunk or looking for the tune? Which way we going with it?
Looking for the tune because that was our first hit.
Okay, let's talk about it. How'd it come about?
Man, just really actually looking for the tune was just like a chat song. Like, just looking for the tune with no rap and just a beat because me and Squeaky was being creative. Because as far as I know of at the time, really wasn't nobody putting their own songs on mixtapes. Me and Squeaky, well, we had UGK down here. We bought them the club Memphis on 3rd. And we kind of felt like they didn't give us like respect in a way, but we putting y'all music out here. You know what I'm saying? We putting y'all music, on mixtapes and getting y'all where y'all can do shows out here. So me and Squeaky like, forget them. We'll just put our own songs on mixtapes. So I think that's where the mixtape, putting songs on mixtape started. Because if you were with Reginald Boyle or maybe Steve A, big time people, you did records. You did not do mixtapes. So we started putting our own songs on mixtape and looking for the tune. It was just became a hit. And that beat, y'all wouldn't believe, that beat is done just over and over and over today. I can name about 30, 100 songs with that Looking for the Chewing beat in it. And, you know, me and Squeaky be like, wow, can you believe that? Because to me, I want to say some shout out to Downtown Jackson Brown. He was a believer. You got people that did believe in Memphis music, then you had a lot of people that played like they believed. But Downtown Jackson Brown was a believer. He told me I might was gonna get him fired. He called me one day and said, bring your song up here. He said they might gonna fire me after this. He said, I'm telling y'all music's like the new change and all that stuff, man, and it just blew ever since then.
And that was at the radio station. For those who aren't familiar with Jackson Brown.
Magic 101 was
Magic 101. V101 now.
Oh,
yeah.
Man. I appreciate Downtown. He a true believer in Memphis music. Absolutely. He deserves his respect.
Absolutely. So Lock 'Em in the Trunk, how'd that come about?
Well, that song came out a little like, I tell you about a little anger. We was young, you know what I'm saying, and people was doing stuff in this city that, I come from a time that of hip hop, and I figured what's my sound, my style, my voice is me. And then for somebody in your own city, just to, put you, no matter if they looked up to you or what, they never gave me a call and say, hey, Zirk, I love you, man. I'm going to put your music, put your vocals and stuff in my song. I didn't understand it because I come from an era of hip hop. You don't bite my stuff. So that was actually that song came from. That song is a diss song. People don't know it, but that song is a diss song. I just had to make a record out of it because I understood a record at the time than a regular diss song.
I want to speak a particular name because he's not here today, but I want to make sure that we're going to say his name, I'm sure, a few more times, but I want to make sure that if the word get back to him, we want him to know that he was included, he was mentioned, because we wish he could be here with us to share his story. But I know you've gotten pretty close with him. Tell me about Gangsta Pat and his impact on this community.
Me and Gangsta Pat, man, a lot of people don't know, we was friends before the rap. That's why I think we best friends now. When me and Pat get together, we don't need to talk about rap. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's my brother, because it ain't about the music when we get together. But I know Gangsta Pat since we were little kids in the neighborhood of Orange Mound. He used to do his little things. I used to do mine. Pat, when he did I'm the Gangster, and it's so crazy that he made me sit up there and listen to about 5 songs on the phone back then. We just, listen to this. And I sit up there and I listen. But it was just so crazy at the time because we ended up going to Hillcrest together. Everybody was at Hillcrest. He'd be like, Zirk, give me a beat. Yeah, but Pat is my guy, very talented guy, you know what I'm saying? And he deserves his respect and his props for what he did because I didn't think he could do it. I just didn't even think Pat could really do it, but when he did that, whoo, man, that was like on fire. And this is guy, Tyrone Bill.
Yeah.
That I used to watch, produce. Like I say, I was a learner, and people don't understand.
Hello, yes, we're doing the Orange Mound spotlight right now on Zirk.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Cool.
This site, Tyrone Bill, you know what I'm saying?
We're going to jump into everybody's story.
History.
We got you.
Yes, sir.
For sure. Well, let's look forward to the future because you touched on it a little bit. Congratulations on one hand for Looking on the Shore and being reissued not once but twice. It's in the new box set, the Vinyl Me Please, and what's my guy? Egon, the box set that he did.
Yeah.
So that's that. You in there. It's got Skinny Pimp in there. It's got a few of them. 6 LPs in a box set. It's called The Story of Memphis Rap, I think it is. Tell me, in this moment right now, how you are being celebrated, how so many of your colleagues are being celebrated. The sound has not only been revitalized by some new artists, your Duke Deuces, your Glorrillas, even your Cardi B's, your Drakes, and your G-Eazes and on and on and on, Megan Thee Stallion. But there are also a lot of organizations reaching back and grabbing artists that may have been looked over in the past and putting a new package and a new spin on what they do. How do you feel about this current revivalist movement?
Well, it feels good. I ain't gonna lie. They pay. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a lot of licensed AMG overseas. I've been like licensed and like a whole lot of music. But it does. It feel good that something that I helped created 30 years ago, probably like damn near been 40 in it, that is still going on, that is still moving. And it's just so shocking what we did back then is still going on. They call it funk now. They call it, they got so many different names of Memphis music, but when I was going to these other places and doing shows, nobody sounded like Memphis. Nobody. Hey, all of it is. Yes, sir. All of it is. All of it is a part of all of us, what we have created. You know what I'm saying? It's not one person that created this music. It took multiple people. And for people, it's like Big Boogie now. It's like Yo Gotti was then. It's like Zirk was before. Like Ball, everybody has their time. You know what I'm saying? And you just have to be ready for it. You know, in my time, I was young, didn't have no management, no nothing. I'm on the news, everything. You know what I'm saying? I met a whole lot of politicians. They wanted to charge me one time because people was getting locked in the trunk. You know, no, for real. They wanted to charge me for it. I mean, I had a fight going on, and it was like, you know, going through a lot of things, didn't have nobody tell me what to do. You know, it's a lot of things started, you know, declining. You know what I'm saying? You have to have good people. You know, you have to have good people. But most of these, I want to just say one thing. A lot of these older cats, not like Steve A, but before Steve A lot of them was pimps. And yeah, they owned a lot of records, and we didn't want to deal with them. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. Well, give it up, DJ Zirk.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming through. Love you, bro. So y'all see how we're going to do this, right? We're going to get into some stories. We're going to have some fun. It's going to be loose. It's going to be casual. I want to get into the next panel unless you had something you wanted in between. I got you. Yeah, we have some reserved seating, but a lot of them going to be on the panel anyway. So yeah, cool. Understood. We're gonna make it cool, make it nice. There's snacks in the back. There's water. Please continue to make yourselves at home. I want to call a few people if I'm going to slide on down. Did y'all enjoy that? Was that great to you? I'm feeling good myself. Oh, bless you. I appreciate you. Well, since you spoke up, how about you get on up here? John Disco Hound Moore, we'll get you right here. How about that? All good. Steve A. How about we get Steve A right up in here? DJ Spanish Fly, if you can step up. We'll get you up here. Jus Borne. And we'll have Tommy on the end. Tommy Wright III. I feel like I'm in class. I feel like a substitute teacher in class. Reading names off a sheet. 2-2. And I think that we're gonna make